My boy! Against all odds, you found another way. You hunters are incredible. You chose a path that we never could.
Tashin, we can choose. Arkfeld chose too. It found its own way to live. So did the other Guardians. And now, it's time for the Keepers to step away from duty and truly live. Thank you for everything.
the credits are rolling, I suppose I'll give my final thoughts on the game. At this very moment, I am not 100% sure I'm going to go into high rank with this character. One being we're getting end credits, so I don't think they're going to do end credits a second time for the end of high rank or whatever the story is there. I'll probably change my mind, but at this moment, I'm not worried about it. Well, I guess, you know what, we'll touch on it and just kind of see where it takes us, because those videos are probably going to be a lot longer, just because there's going to be farming, going to be grinding monsters, because on my main character, you have to grind a little bit to get higher hunter rank to unlock those quote-unquote missions. So they'd probably be in the longer, they might be in like the longer range, maybe. But my final thoughts on the game, honestly, the game as a whole, absolutely fantastic. Pretty fucking good. I enjoyed all of it just as much, if not a little bit more, than my first time going through World. Now, I have gripes, I have complaints, and a lot of that boils down to I don't understand why we're still in low rank and we're fighting Zoshia. And we're getting end credits.
So they found the Keeper's village.
That's my biggest gripe.
Unraveled the mystery of the White Wraith.
I'll go ahead and let this play out. I'll continue my thoughts after.
They even managed to see the boy home safe. Truly impressive. However, to learn that it was artificial life.
The Guardian Arkveld scoured the land for a more lucrative energy source. By absorbing the properties of those sources, it was able to achieve a higher state of living.
Unfortunately, after learning predation, it became unable to control its intake of wyvern milk. Intoxicated by the surplus of energy, it descended into madness. These were the findings of the expedition?
Yes, sir. But this report has just come in.
Wyveria's ultimate guardian, Zoshia, awoke from its resting place. It fed off the Dragon Torch, the heart of the Forbidden Lands ecosystem, to evolve itself. And by doing so, threw the weather of the surrounding regions into disarray. Cognizant of the long-term repercussions, Avis Unit made the agonizing decision to put Zoshia to rest. A life-altering end. Just as Alma said, that hunter is something else.
Sir, if I may, why do you think the people of Wyveria created the Guardians? For what purpose would they endanger themselves with monsters like Zoshia?
I dare not dishonor them with conjecture.
The details require finesse, but it seems the door is open to diplomatic overtures between East and West. The Guild, I know, is eager to open communications with the Forbidden Lands.
No. We will hold off. Should that branch be extended, it must be from them. More importantly, this Dragon Torch, was it? Uncontrollable energy, upon which an entire ecosystem depends. They intend to continue their research on it, and the artificial monsters.
While it's safe for now, the Dragon Torch and Guardians are in a precarious balance. There are worries surrounding its artificial nature.
My take is this. Both mankind and their creations play a role in the ecosystem. If nothing else, nature will always surpass humanity's expectations. This expedition was not seen through without flaw. But so long as there are hunters, we can handle whatever may come.
Alma! Hunter! Is it true?
Come on.
It's Arkveld's.
The will to live always finds a way. From one generation to the next.
Alright. Hunter rank
Good
A.
morning. Did you have a good rest? A sand ship arrived while you were sleeping. Olivia has returned too.
Alright.
What do you say
continue-
we stop by the command tent when we get the chance?
Yeah. Alright, to continue on with what I was saying about my final thoughts. So, game as a whole, absolutely fantastic. And like I said, I'm not sure if I want to go through high rank, just because, I mean, we still have missions, so to speak, but like, you have to grind out your hunter rank to get those missions. So, I mean, that could be pretty fun. That could be interesting. If you guys actually want to watch that, then maybe leave it down in the comments or something like that. But that's besides the point. Zoshia as a final monster, in my opinion, super cool, super cool. But the problem I have with it is we're in low rank. See, I came from Monster Hunter World. I might be a little biased on my opinion, but you know, at the end of low rank, you fought Zorah Magdaros, and you know, repelled it. But that wasn't the end of the game. There were no credits. There were, you know, there was still stuff to continue off of that. We're still in low rank, and we've acquired end credits. High rank in Monster Hunter World brought us Xeno'jiiva. And then the credits rolled. And then you got Iceborne, and then you got the Iceborne credits after you beat Shara Ishvalda. And then after that, it continues on into the Guiding Lands, which is a whole nother ballpark in itself. I personally don't understand why we fought Zoshia so early. Also, another gripe I have, if you noticed, while we were carving Zoshia,
What are we making today?
we did not get any normal parts. Or any part specific to it. We just got what we already have. And it does not have an armor set.
You know where to find me.
That's kind of irritating. Now, I know data miners and whatever the fuck have found code and stuff like that that suggests that there should be armor, but there's not. There's no body parts or any material specific to Zoshia, which is irritating. It's irritating to me. Because, you know, maybe I want to deck myself out in some Zoshia drip, you know? But we can't. So that's a gripe that I have. I feel that boss would have been much better as the end for high rank, and then you could have increased its health pool and maybe added a couple different attacks to it instead of repeating like the 2 or 3 that it had per phase. You know, you could have added more depth to the monster. Weapons felt great. Combat felt really, really good. At times, the graphics is kind of hard to look at. I mean, if you just look at the barrel in front of me, it's so pixelated and, like, weird looking. The facial expressions, at sometimes, it just feels like it's a mannequin with barely moving lips. That smile, and it's kind of creepy. It'll probably get fixed in, like, the future. But, also, sometimes when you see the NPC's hands, like, you can see the exact polygons of their fingertips, and it's, like, super strange and super weird. There's a couple other things that I'm not remembering off the top of my head. This is probably why I should take notes on these types of things, but, overall, game's okay. Do I recommend you pay $74 for it? Because that's how much I paid. Kind of, because if you think of it as, like, an investment, you get potentially 200 hours worth of content for $74. That's more than... That's quite a lot to do. And that's not even including farming all of the armor sets and, you know, stuff like that. And whatever else. But I personally feel that this game is a little undercooked. It could have stayed in the oven a little bit longer and I would have been fine. You know, maybe another month or two. I'm kind of disappointed that it's a little undercooked. But I mean, that's about it. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'll do high rank. I might, or I might not. But hey, coming Monday, we have The Surge 2 starting with all of its respective DLCs. So you guys have that to look forward to if I choose to not finish this. But yeah, without further ado, I appreciate everyone stopping by and sticking around. And, well, see you guys in the next one. Bye!